More than 100 million of these trees have fallen victim to this deadly disease. Hello, and welcome to Trees with Drake. My name is Drake, and that's a tree. Let's talk about it.
Trees with Drake.
So the trees behind me today are two American elm trees, Ulmus americana. And while these trees appear to be healthy, many of their kind have not been so fortunate, because the American elm tree has been in a century-long battle for its life against a parasitic fungal infection called the Dutch elm disease. But before we get into that too much, let's back it up a little bit. This tree is native to the eastern half of North America. It thrives in rich, well-drained soil, and it is naturally a solitary tree, meaning it doesn't typically grow in large stands with lots of other American elm trees. And that's a very important detail to remember. We're going to circle back to that in a second. Native Americans have prized this tree for a long time, namely for the medicinal use cases of its inner bark, which can be used to treat everything from skin irritations to muscle cramping to even the flu. When settlers first came to America, they quickly learned that American elm trees mean good soil. They would use these trees to decide where they were going to build homes, settlements, and farmland, because the soil underneath these trees was guaranteed to be productive for yielding crops. By the 19th century, these trees had been planted and lined roads in basically every city across America because of how quickly they grow into luxurious shade-giving canopies. And this is where things take a turn for the worse. In the 1930s, the Dutch elm disease came to America via some logs that were imported from Europe into Ohio. And it spread quickly, city to city, because of elm beetles. Now, if you remember, I said these trees naturally grow in a solitary manner. And elm trees that grow naturally are much less susceptible to the Dutch elm disease because the main way that it is passed is primarily through its roots. But because of how closely its urban counterpart was planted to other elm trees in cities across America, more than 100 million of these trees have fallen victim to this deadly disease. That's pretty spooky if you ask me. May you continue to live in prosperity and health, my friend. Well, this has been Trees with Drake. My name is Drake, and that's a tree.